Here is a big reason why you may want to hold on to your Stellar Jades just for a little while longer, and you may want to reconsider pulling for Phainon. So we all know Phainon is going to be an incredible unit, but there are some key takeaways that you should consider that may hinder your Phainon's maximum potential based on your current team roster and how far you're willing to go. So let's break it down and see if Phainon is for you or not. If you would like 25% off your Oneiric shards, make sure to click the top link in the description. All you have to do is put your UID in, the server you play on, and then when you purchase, it gets sent instantly to your account. And if you would like to join the free 16,000 Oneiric shard giveaway, then please click the second link in the description. I do one of these every single month. The first point I have for you guys is his transformation and how it locks out your team. So when Phainon uses his ultimate, he enters a transformation state that freezes all allies. They become departed and can't act until the transformation ends. This can severely hurt turn economy, especially in high difficulty content like MOC or Swarm Disaster. A big point as well, point number 2, no turn of his own in transformed state. So while transformed, Phainon loses normal turns and functions on fixed extra turns at 60% of his speed. This makes speed builds nearly irrelevant and limits synergy with speed buffers like Asta. Number 3 is his skill point intensive kit in long fights. Phainon requires multiple skill activations to stack Core Flame and reach 12 to use his ultimate. Additionally, abilities like Bruise and Scourge, Juggling can be skill point draining, especially without supports like Sparkle or Hanya. So when you are pulling for Phainon, you need to consider if you have the correct team roster that can support him in favor. Number 4, he locks out buffs mid-transform. Because allies can't act while departed, they can't apply or refresh buffs or shields during Phainon's transformation. This heavily diminishes value from key point supports. Units like Bronya, Ranmei, Luocha. But it's just another good thing to consider this when you are pulling for final. Number 5, Transformation Ultimate has scaling drawbacks. So the final hit of his transformation scales down the longer he stays transformed, losing 12.5% of final hits damage multiplier per extra turn left. So finishing early is punished, but staying long means that your team is locked out. Number 6, requires specific buff triggers to maximize his damage. So to gain Core Flame efficiently and unlock crit damage bonuses, Phainon needs to be the target of ally abilities like heals, shields, or energy regen, without constant triggering his damage ceiling plummets. Number 7, Bruise Scourge Juggling is complicated and timing based. So his multiple resource stacks, Core Flame, Scourge, Bruise, Soul Rending, Blaze, make rotation management highly technical. Casual players may struggle to use his kit without misplays, so if you are a bit of a newer player or you don't like to get super technical, Phainon may not be for you. If you just want to play the game at a more simple, nice and easy pace and you don't want to be bombarded with the brain fuzziness, then yeah. Number 8, Overkills non-boss content. So with a built-in one-shot mechanic in his technique, Phainon trivializes normal mobs but wastes his potential in low difficulty content. So a character that overkills trash but struggles in optimized MOC comps can feel wasted. Number 9, and this is one of his biggest sort of drawbacks, is limited team flexibility. So Phainon's ideal team require him to be solo active during transformation and heavily supported before and after. That rules out synergy with many popular units who need uptime, you know, Acheron, Topaz, Clara. Number 10, high investment to reach peak form. At E0, his output is decent but not top tier. His damage spikes notably at E1 and with signature light cone, making pulling him a trap for free to play or low spenders not ready to go all in. So please do take this into consideration if you are a lower spend or free to play player. And for the final point and final thoughts, I just do want to remind you guys, Phainon is going to be amazing. If you love his design, if you love how he works and, you know, the damage output, and if you think that you have the correct team roster to support him and you're all happy with that, please go ahead. I have no doubt that he's going to be an amazing unit. I am making this video purely to enlighten and educate some people that may not know the full ins and outs and maybe don't feel too confident yet even in pulling for him. Because obviously there's being a lot of hype built up around YouTube, but it's important to know these drawbacks as well, because although it's all good knowing all of the positives, we need to know the negatives as well. It is important to take into consideration that if you are only pulling for him because of his damage, then expect for him to get outruled possibly pretty soon. I mean, we're in 3.3, going into 3.4 with Phainon's release. There's going to be so many more absolutely broken characters just in 3.x alone, regardless of 4.x. So please take this into consideration. He could be outruled very quickly. So do not spend all of your jades and hard-worked jades on him immediately. Guys, click the bell next to my name, turn it on all, like, subscribe, and then comment what you found most interesting in this video. And I'm going to be giving away some express tickets. So thank you so much for watching. Peace.